Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is 6:55 a.m. It is Wednesday. It is the 19th of July. Indeed, I don't have a bunch of stuff written down. In fact, I have nothing written down for things to talk about because the other day, in fact, I believe it was Monday, I had gotten a note in the mail, and it's my fault, but it was a notice from the bankruptcy courts. I did not do the second half of a course that I did not know I was supposed to do, and so I didn't do the course, and so my bankruptcy has been closed without being discharged. I'll talk about that in a moment, though. Right now, here's Little Squeak Jr. I had rotated all the hamster cages a station, so I've got 5 hamster cages now I rotate because I've been thinking the new hamster, he was named Bob before, and he's not a Bob. And hamsters, they don't really care about names, so I'm not going to call him Bob. I've been thinking of calling him Nerg, because I had a hamster like 25 years ago, back in like the early 90s, and his name was Nergo Rumbus, and I really liked him, so his name was Nerg for short, and so I've just been thinking of calling the new guy Nerg. I'm going to put her back in her cage. She wants to go back to bed. She was sleeping. Here we go, little one. But after getting that note in the mail, I called my attorney. He said, yes, I tried to call you. My phone had been in service for at least a half a month after the discharge of my bankruptcy, and he had my message phone. My phone was never called. A message was never left. He said any correspondence he had sent had been sent to my last known address and it was returned. Before my bankruptcy, he had sent me a letter telling me where I was supposed to go for my bankruptcy. So, he's lied twice now, just in one single phone call. So, he said I need to pay him $500 to open up the thing again, and then we can discharge it. We talked to another paralegal. They said that him charging $500 for it pretty much fits what's going on with the whole thing, because it really only costs about $200 to open up a closed bankruptcy so that you can do it. There's some fees and taxes on that, but it's not $500. So, you see, I should have been proactive. This was my fault. I waited for him to call me and tell me I needed to do anything else or if I was done. I never heard from him. I figured my bankruptcy was done. That was my fault. I should have called him to say, is there anything more I need to do? Because on the day of the discharge, the court said, you're good, you're fine, thank you. My attorney shook my hand and said, you're done. And then I never heard from him again until I got the thing saying I didn't finish the course. So I've been freaking out about that because I don't have any money. And so I've got to try and call my parents and see if they can help. I doubt they can. They're stretched tight. I don't want to ask you all for help, but I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Luckily, one of my housemates, the family members, works in a legal place, and she's going to be helping me, and so we're working on what we can do. Another problem I've got is with my brain. My wife did all the thinking for me when she was alive. Even up to 3 weeks before her death, she was still handling and paying for all the bills for the household, and finally told me only 3 weeks before she died how she paid for the bills so that I could do it when she was gone. I tried my best to do it, and well, my situation was such that there was no way I could have done it. But even without that, you know, I have troubles. I can take like a container like this and set it down like there. and then go back to find it like right now, and it's gone. I lose things that easily and that quickly. I try my best. I have paperwork for nothing. Nothing. As I've tried consolidating and keeping my paperwork together, I've accidentally lost and thrown stuff out that I shouldn't have. I need help and I don't have it and I don't know what to do, and I'm trying my best and I'm struggling. So that's what I've been dealing with right now. I don't know what's going to happen yet. I've got until like the 10th of next month before it becomes closed. I got to get the $25 to take the second half of the course. I've got the course at URL. I can do all that. That's not bad. You know, I just need to get $25 and I can do that. But then I've got to go in, pay the cost to have it opened, and then discharge. So I got to go and see what happens there. So that's what's been tearing my mind up apart lately. Thumbs up for that. Also, on a non-depressing subject, somebody had asked questions about stuff that's back here on the shelves. So what should be playing here about this time, I recorded on the little action cam right here over a bunch of stuff on the shelves, and so it was a minute and a half of video. Hopefully over here or over here it's playing so that you can see in close-up detail all the stuff that's on the shelf. You can also see on the plastic me holding up the camera and recording the stuff on the shelves. So thumbs up if you look, you'll see me. Thumbs up on that. Plus, you can see from the marks on my face here, on my forehead here, right across the bridge of my nose. There's still a little red here. That was from my mask, my sleep mask last night. I wore my CPAP machine for the first time last night. My new one. It's the first time I've worn a CPAP. Well, it's a VPAP in my case. A CPAP machine, which is mostly what you hear about, they're the constant positive air pressure. Mine's a VPAP because CPAP is actually trademarked, but it's variable positive air pressure. When I breathe inward, it goes boo. When I breathe outward, it actually stops pumping. A CPAP, it's always blowing no matter what. The variable one, it stops when you start to exhale to let you exhale. And then it pumps back up when you start to breathe back in. So the only way that I can get it to work and not blow air out across the side of my nose here, which goes right into my eyes, is to crank the top really tight and then crank the bottom one so tight that it cuts off the circulation. If I don't, it's going and shooting air out the mask on the sides and into my eyes, and that ain't gonna work. So I get these wonderful marks on my face now again. I've forgotten about that. Yay? Not yay. Thumbs up. Yeah, so that's what's been going on in my life, and that's what's been just thoroughly consuming my time, just my processing time. So I've been watching videos, falling asleep, trying not to fall asleep, because when I fall asleep in my chair here, it is exceedingly painful. This chair is hard plastic here. And so, well, when you fall asleep in your chair, first off, your head dangles and pulls like this, and your head is heavy. Your brain alone is 3 pounds. Your whole head is probably good 10, 15 pounds on the end of your neck. And when you're sitting, sleeping like this, and it's pulling on your neck, my back and shoulders are just a mass of painful knots. And that's why, I mean, I just have to reach back and pull underneath. It is just so tight. I got scar tissue, it needs to be broken up badly. And then with these hard plastic things here, I'm doing nerve damage again. When I wake up in this chair, my hands are numb, completely numb, and I don't get any feeling back for a good 10-15 minutes. I can't fall asleep in this chair, or I am going to hurt myself badly. So, thumbs up. I can't even remember where I started off talking about that. My apologies. Oh yeah, talking about there's this trying not to fall asleep in my chair. I was reading about like hot shot. I think it was like takes for video, and it's like they just turn on and talk and then not stop and do editing. That's what I do. I'm an extemporaneous speaker, and all of my videos are hot shots. So thumbs up on that. I live on the edge. Yeah, and look how it works out. Here I've got like 10 minutes left and nothing to say, so thumbs up on that. Well, like I say, most videos I just have nothing been going on. It gets so warm here in the afternoon, hopefully the fan will show up soon so I can keep the place cool so I don't just keep falling asleep. Sucks. I don't like sleeping in the first place, and then falling asleep and hurting myself is even less fun. Thumbs up on that. Well, so what I'm going to do now, because it's 10 minutes and 51 seconds, and I've got a bloody hardware conflict. Every time you see a jump and a pause in one of my videos, it's not YouTube doing it. I've got a hardware conflict somewhere, and there is just gaps and freezes and pauses in my video as it's going. And I don't know what to do about it. It's not like it's a slow system. It's a 4.2 gigahertz motherboard. It's got 4 computing cores, 8 graphical cores. I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM. My video card is an R9 290X by AMD. It's a damn good card for an AMD. And my machine is not slow. You just heard what the specs are. So I don't know what the hardware conflict is. I don't know what's happening. It's irritating, and I don't know enough about modern operating systems to find out what to do. I'm still crippled in, intelligence and computer-wise after my crash and burn from my alcoholism. Before I crashed and burned, I always took my computers apart, upgraded the hardware, just dug into the pieces. During the time that I entered my death spiral and when I came out of rehab, everything changed. There was so much changing. And now even more has gone on. I don't understand a whole lot of the new changes here, so I don't even know how to find the conflict. Thumbs up on that. But, as stated, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. You have one too. If you have a YouTube account, you have a creator studio where if you go in, there's a community tab, and there is comments. It lists every single comment you get in chronological order. Yay! So I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. It's a range because with my fibro and all, I'm quite sure I count like 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 12. And if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker. I am not wonderful at non-American English names. Better than I thought I was. I've done a pretty good job so far. But no disrespect is intended when and or if I slaughter your name. If you'd like to have a guaranteed shout out, just drop in the comments. And if I catch it, you have a guaranteed shout out. Thumbs up on that. So I am going to pull this open here, and there is Floyd Mortlock, son of a gun, thank you very, very much, and Fallen Prodigy, thank you, greatly appreciated. Lambo Rambo, thank you very, very much, and Frank Weidner is how I would say it, but I do not know if that's how it's actually pronounced. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Brad Prince Bodkin, how about that, son of a gun, and Savage Anything. That's a pretty cool name. I like that one too. Ooh, Sentient Ooze. Heck of a name. Thank you very, very much. And then there's Cameron Ellis. Thank you very, very much. And Claude5190. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Hey, Justina Aquavita Max. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Janelle O. Thank you very, very much. And XX Dominator XX. Thank you very, very much. Tracy McGill. Thank you very, very much. Nick Jolette. Thank you, greatly appreciated. I do not know how to pronounce this. Xi, Zai, Degel, D-E-G-E-L. I wish I knew how to pronounce it properly. Thank you very, very much. And then there's Sretin Rosic. I've seen your name a lot in the comments in the past. I wish I knew how to pronounce that better. Thank you very, very much. There is the Mober. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. And Drazwin. Heck of a name. Thank you very, very much. Mama Chell. Thank you very, very much. LexMex17. Son of a gun. And Storm Sun. Nope, that one. Thank you very, very much. Johnny Test. Thank you very, very much. And there is Carlos Quinones. I think that's pronounced. Thank you very, very much. And J-A-E, K-E-Y, K-E-Y, not K-E-Y, that's too recursive, K-E-Y, thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Straxzion, S-T-R-A-X-Z-I-O-N, son of a gun, thank you very, very much. Oh, wow, you're the one that actually asked about the, what's on the shelves. Yeah, so hopefully you got to see the video that was playing up there and showing what was on the shelves. So thank you very, very much. Thank you every single person for having left a comment. Whether it was a good comment, a bad comment, or a different comment, it's all equal in my eyes. Thank you for having left a comment. You get me out of my mental landscape, into the world, dealing with real people. That's a very good thing. Thank you so very, very much. I have plenty of time to go through and do my greetings now, so let me call up my greetings page. This is where I have a whole list of greetings from around the world, saying good morning in various languages. If you'd like to hear a greeting in your language, if you could drop it down in the comments, that would be awesome. I'll go definitely add it in. I need the Arabic good morning and Turkish good morning. I have Arabic good afternoon and Turkish good afternoon, which I'm having to pretend, but if somebody could tell me how to say good morning in Arabic and in Turkish, that would be awesome. Bom dia, dia dit, dia guet, guten tag, annyeonghaseyo, buenos dias, bună dimineața, ohio, labrit, labas ritas, kamusta, buongiorno, terahomkus, yoragel, boirabive, barilus, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, boker talk, dzień dobry, or less formally, ches, labdien, dobre utro, mesa ol haley, dobre rano, bereda, privyet, merhaba, and of course go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Does not have to be an alcoholic beverage, does not have to be mounds of crack cocaine, does not have to be a prostitute spreading her thighs for you. The crack, good food, good drink with good friends. Definitely a thumbs up. I got more time left over than I would really want, but you know, it's all about processing. That's what I'm doing during this time, processing so that I'm bubble sorting things in my head so that my head works better. Now, I think if I have trouble now trying to stay awake, back before I was doing vlogs, I wasn't able to. I was sleeping and waking every 3 or 4 hours. Ever since I started vlogging, I don't do that anymore. Thumbs up. Thank you for helping me process. Thank you for being here as I process. A very, very good thing. Might as well fall into the template. If you can click on the show more down there, there's all sorts of links like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+, my blog, of which I do mostly short stories on there. But I also write other stuff as well. You can check that out. My thanks to everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe campaign to keep me alive. Thank you all so very much. You are all wonderful people. It is greatly appreciated. And my thanks to every single one of my Patreon.com patrons. You are all beautiful, awesome people. Thank you so very, very much. If it wasn't for your continued help, I would not have been able to stay in this house as long as I've been able to stay here. Thank you so much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you could donate to my GoFundMe or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be truly awesome. But if you cannot or do not do that sort of thing, I take all deposits of goodwill into the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be cool. I do appreciate all the positive validation I can get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Now, I understand I'm not for everybody. I'm a weird older guy. I'm set in my ways. I do odd things. I surprise myself. So, if you don't like the videos, please do not watch. If you don't think you'd want to subscribe, please do not subscribe. But if you are down with it, I will do my damnedest to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Thumbs up on that. Hey, after the sun goes dark and the earth itself is dissipated into its component atoms, then, and only then, will we think about dissolving the subscriber list. Thumbs up. the end of time. Well, the heat death of the universe anyway. So son of a gun. I got a ration video coming up, of course. I got a game video coming up, of course. I've got my other channel that doesn't even have a video on it yet. That's my gaming channel yet. The sun and the heat has been killing me. I haven't been able to get any videos done. But still, you have a good day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.